Today, I'm here to talk about the Ten Commandments. I had this on and off relationship with the Bible. I read it and I don't understand it, and I stop, and then I'll pick it up again. But lately, I've been reading it metaphysically, and it's telling me a lot more than what it seems to be saying. So let's explore that together. This is what I get out of the Ten Commandments. Commandment 1. I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. God is a singular divine source and is present everywhere. It's in the air we breathe, in the sound we hear, in the things we touch, and the beauty that we witness. And in the statement of faith we said every Sunday, God is all, both visible and invisible. One presence, one mind, one power. The one that is all is perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. We are always connected with God. Speaker Terry Miles, in her Never Apart talk, tell us that we are always connected to the source, and we are united in this one power. God is, I am, all is well. Commandment 2. Thou shalt not make for yourself an idol or worship anything other than God. It's telling us to place our relationship with God above material attachments and distractions. By trusting in God's guidance, we strengthen our faith and express God's love through our action. Jesus is a powerful example of our potential, not just emulate his actions, but exceed them. Jesus' profound relationship with God shows us the depth of our divine nature and the limitless possibilities available to us through our connection to divine source of love and abundance. Commandment 3. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. We honor God's name by living in ways that reflect divine qualities, such as love, kindness, wisdom, and peace. As people made in God's image, we express reverence for God through our actions and treatment of others. By embodying these values, we help create a more harmonious world. We can create heaven on earth by doing God's work. Dr. Robin Owens, in her talk, Let Your Light Shine, she said, God gave us a gift. We all have something that we are very good at, and this talent needs to be expressed. So let your light shine. Commandment 4. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Observing Sabbath means setting aside time for rest, reflection, and spiritual renewal. It's important that you take some time out from the day, from the week, from the month, however you're comfortable. Stop and have a conversation with God. In this space, you can celebrate God. You can thank God and count your blessings. Sing a song to God. Do something just with God. Commandment 5. Honor your father and your mother. In Galatians chapter 3, verses 28, it said, there's neither Jew nor Greek. There's neither slave nor free. There's no male or female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. Honoring your father and mother extends beyond family to embracing and respecting all people as part of one human family. Through service, compassion, and unity, we recognize our shared connection with one another and with God. By living this way, we contribute to collective healing and transformation through divine love. And I have a story that Reverend Ken gave us a couple years ago. It's called Everybody, Somebody, Anybody, and Nobody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was sure that somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought that anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody won't do it. It ends up that everybody blames somebody when nobody did what anybody could have done. So next time when there's something need to be done, then just do it. The commandment 1 through 5 basically talk about our relationship with God and our relationship with each other. And the next 5, it shows us how we should treat each other. Thou shalt not kill. The 6th commandment tells us to respect and celebrate our differences. Appreciate each person's unique talent and build a community based on kindness and understanding. It's all about valuing every living being and avoid actions that cause harm or division. This command encourages us to have a mindset of care, togetherness, and peace, recognizing that we are all connected and equal in this world. Focus on helping and working together rather than competing and fighting. By following the rules of not harming others, we show that we value and protect all forms of life. When we show compassion, unity, and service to each other, we honor the special bond that ties us all together on a journey of learning, growth, and harmony. Commandment 7, thou shalt not commit adultery. This commandment calls for us to be faithful and loyal in our relationships, honoring trust, honesty, and commitment. By keeping our promises and consider how our actions affect others. Value the importance of relationships and moral duty to treat each other right. Commandment 8, thou shalt not steal. Recognizing that true wealth stems from giving and sharing rather than taking from others. It is about respecting what others have and living with integrity. Look out for each other and find true value in supporting one another. True wealth lies in our capacity to give, share, and uplift one another. Commandment 9, thou shalt not bear false witness. This commandment isn't just about not lying with your words. It's also about being truthful, genuine, and accountable in all aspects of life. It highlights how communication shapes how we see things, how we relate to others, and our social environment, emphasizing the importance of being open, sincere, and responsible in our interaction with others. Commandment 10, thou shalt not covet anything that belongs to your neighbor. The 10th commandment tells us not to be jealous of what other people have and be happy with what we've got. The harm that comes from being greedy, comparing ourselves to others, and focusing too much on the material things can mess with how we connect as a society, create inequality, and weaken our bonds. By recognizing the value and dignity in every person, no matter what they own or where they stand, this commandment pushes us towards a culture of caring, teamwork, and shared success. Personally, I know practicing the Ten Commandments can lead to a more peaceful world with less crimes and wars. Celebrate the I am in us. Be grateful for what we have. Be truthful and have integrity towards each other. Cultivate an open mind to extend respect, humanity, and honor to all beings. Have a loving heart that exudes empathy, understanding, and a spirit of giving towards others, and to lend a helping hand wherever possible. Embody the spirit of service, generosity, and love. Thank you. Now I'm going to share a piece of writing. I wrote the words, but the words didn't come from me. I don't like writing when I'm in school. So every time I had to go to a writing class, I always drag my feet. But God has a different idea. I believe this is given to me by God. Sunday afternoon, I'm walking on the beach. Warm sand underneath my feet, cool breeze on my face, listening to the sound of waves. Life is good. I look out to the ocean. The sea goes on and on. I look up at the sky, and there's nothing but blue sky. I look across the mountain range. Is it north to south or east to west? The feeling that I have is beyond space and time. I close my eyes and enjoy the sun. Warm air holds me tight. At this moment, I realize I'm in the bliss of love. The love that I felt was so strong that a tear dropped from my eye. But before I could wipe it away, a smile reached on my face. I opened up my eyes. I'm no longer at the beach. I'm sitting home alone, staring out at the pouring rain. But this love that I felt still surrounds me and enfolds me. Love is in the air, peace is on my mind, and my heart is filled with joyfulness. And I am this thing called love. And love is God. Thank you. Namaste.